Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's a real pleasure to have you here. My name is Andy and I am a business owner based in Maidenhead. I help people become more productive through technology. In the last video that I shared, I went and explained 5 different mistakes that people make when starting out in Asana and how to avoid them. And in this video, I'm back with 5 more. So do keep on watching to find out 5 mistakes that I see people making and how you can avoid making them in the future. The first mistake that I see my clients making is putting a due date on everything. And this can become really demotivational, and actually it just makes you to not want to use the tool anymore. So what I suggest is just go and give a date to your key tasks. So if there are certain things that have to be done today, so for example, perhaps you need to get a report done, or perhaps you've all agreed a launch of a new website, then firstly go and make sure that those key tasks have dates. Or if you just go and agree to or commit to yourself to only get a few tasks done today that have to be done, then give those due dates as well. But don't give every single task a due date, because if you do end up getting behind, or if there are a few things that get in the way of your day, it can be really demotivating to have a look at a list of tasks that are all red because you haven't got round to them. So if I give you an example, here I'm in my tasks in my test Asana setup, and we can see here that I've got tasks from June, beginning of July, I've got some from March. They're all in my recently assigned, and they're all just clogging up everything that I've got to do. And then here in to do today, I can see that some of them, that one's today, the reconcile accounts, but then again I've got other ones that are just out of date and all mixed up. So yeah, try and just give due dates to your key tasks, or tasks that have a definite deadline. And then other tasks, if you've got time to do them, that's fine. But if not, it doesn't matter if they roll to the next day. And it also gives you less to do, because you don't have to keep going and delaying the deadline for these tasks, which can become a job in itself. The second mistake that I see a lot of my clients making is creating new tasks rather than just using the recurring tasks feature. So of course there are some tasks that maybe you want to get done every day, so maybe it's checking your emails, perhaps it could be weekly, so maybe reconciling your accounts, monthly, etc. And Asana is brilliant at helping us with this using their recurring tasks feature. So don't go and create new tasks or copy and duplicate them every time. Asana can do it just for you. So let me give you an example. So imagine that I am currently here in my accounts team, which you can see on the left hand side, and then I've got my accounting standard operating procedures here. And one of the tasks that I've created that's assigned to myself is to reconcile my accounts. So if I just go into reconcile accounts, and here it's currently got no due date set. So let me go and set a due date, and I'm going to make that, let's say every Friday. So every Friday afternoon, I'm just going to go in and reconcile my accounts. So I'll set it for that Friday. And if we were to complete this task, it would then just disappear because it's complete, but we don't want to do that. So as well as setting Friday as the current date, I'm also going to press this circular arrows button, which is set to repeat. And let's say we're going to do it every Friday. So it's actually come up with weekly already, but there are various options. Let's just say weekly on a Friday, and that's everything done. So now we can see that next to the Friday due date, we've also got these circular icons. And if I was actually to mark this complete, that would disappear. And then it will recreate the task when it gets to, there we go, reconcile accounts. It's recreated it with the new deadline, which is a week afterwards, which will be the 15th of July. Use recurring tasks. They're a really easy way to go and have repeating tasks come up without you having to do it manually. So yeah, secondly on my list is use recurring tasks. Don't create repeating tasks yourself. The third mistake that I see people making quite often when using Asana early on is not checking their inbox regularly. So the inbox is where all of the notifications and messages come through for things that both you are doing in Asana, but more so if you're working as a team, there'll be lots of notifications from their comments, completing tasks, tagging you in, And if you don't stay on top of it on a daily basis, at least I would advise, you can become swamped and miss out on lots of messages. And that's where the real power of Asana comes into things. So I'm just going to navigate into my Asana. So if I just have a look in here, and we've got our inbox. So we can see here we've got a long list of things that have come through. Research website designers. So I've one of my contacts, which happens to be me as well, has liked that task. Further down, a new task has been added and I've been assigned to it, which is this interview candidate. Then we've got other tasks that have been liked, and we've got things that have been assigned to myself as well to complete. So as you can see, if you don't stay on top of these, you can become swamped by a lot of these notifications, and then they lose their power. A quick tip that I would give you is that if you want to easily get rid of a notification or archive it, then just go and use the keyboard shortcut E. So again, if I go and show you an example, we just clicked here on Research Website Designers. I've read it, I've understood it, and if I literally just press E on my keyboard, it will then go and archive it. And if I go into the archive bit, we can see here that it's now appeared. So very quickly, just moving our way through these. So I'm just going to keep pressing E on my keyboard. And as you can see, they're just disappearing as I acknowledge them. Yep, that's fine. I may need to go and write a comment. This is great. So I'll go and make a comment and then I can assign it. But it's a really quick way to get through lots of messages in your inbox and to archive them. The fourth mistake that I see people making when using Asana is that they don't clear down their My Tasks section on a regular basis. For example, I'm currently here in My Tasks and we can see that there's quite a few bits going on as we saw earlier. So I've got some recently assigned. So there's the reconciled accounts that we had earlier. Now that's not until the 15th of July. So if I just click on these up and down arrows, I can change that to up and coming. Because that's not now. A lot of these haven't actually got dates, so I can just, a little tip, if you select one, press shift and then just move up or down, you can select multiple at the same time. So I've just selected these 5 tasks and I've got this little banner at the bottom. So I can just go and click the up and down arrows and easily move those all to no due date, and then they're gone. All right, and this is part of the processing. So maybe at the end of every day, just come through your My Tasks section and go and tidy them up. So also here, we've got prepare the monthly accounts. So that's not until the end of July. So I can move that let's move that to later. So that one's done. We've got a few dates. So these ones are all from a template. So I can just go and quickly move those to, let's get rid of the dates actually. So set due date, and we can just go and clear all those. So that's got rid of them. And then we can go and move those to no due date because they're part of a template. So yeah, just go and process one by one or in a group each of the tasks that you've got here in My Tasks, and you can make sure that you've got everything all nice and tidy on I recommend a daily basis. The final mistake that I see with Asana is not so much around functionality, but it's that people quite often don't fully commit to using it. And what I mean by that is that the power comes when everything is put into Asana, so that for yourself and potentially for your teammates, everybody is using it for the one place where tasks go. So if you or anybody else needs to do something, it's in one location. If some things go into a messaging app like Slack, if some go via email, if some go via just a text message even, some on bits of paper, then you won't trust Asana, things will get missed, and then you'll end up using lots of different systems and it won't really work. So what I did with my team is I just said, if any of you have a task that you need another person to do or yourself, just put it down in Asana. You can notify us, so go and ping us a message just to say I've just created this task for you, but there has to be a record of it within Asana. So it needs to be a complete inventory of everything that's going on, and potentially it can be potential tasks as well. So you may have a bit of a brainstorm and think, oh, I'd like to do a new website in the future, or perhaps you'd like to launch a new product. And although you're not doing it now, perhaps it could be something that you store in Asana and then review on a monthly perhaps basis or quarterly basis, and that you come back to. So put everything in Asana, make sure it's watertight, a bit like Getting Things Done from David Allen, and it will make the tool so much more functional and just an amazing way to manage all the work that you've got going on. So just to summarise, Asana is a fantastic tool, but it does require a few new habits and things to try and make sure that you use it in a certain way. So avoid the mistakes that we've gone over in this video and you'll be well on your way to success. Do let me know in the comments below if you've got any questions, and please hit the subscribe and the like button. It really helps the channel and helps me to produce more and more of these videos to help you in your Asana journey. On the right hand side, you'll be able to check out my Asana Basics playlist, where I've got loads of videos from how to set up an account, my tasks, board views, how to go and manage your inbox. So loads and loads of videos if you're just starting out in Asana. And then also on the left hand side, there's a link to my first 5 mistakes video from last time. So if you really have found this video useful, do check out those other 5 mistakes that will also be able to help you in your Asana journey. But I've got loads more videos like this coming up every week, so please do hit the subscribe button. It does help the channel, and also the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. But other than that, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.